Taekwondo tenets for self-defense, self-control. Um, Really, for self-control, that should be pretty explanatory. In addition to only using the appropriate amount of force, you don't murder someone for just stepping on your shoe. You don't throw someone over a bridge just because they bumped into you in line. If it's not combat, if you're not in a war zone and it's just a fight over misunderstanding, once you put the person down on the ground, that's it. You throw them hard for ippon, or you kick them, and their kick is so powerful or punch is so powerful that they stop and they give up. You don't continue to beat them down like you're doing a ground and pound in a match. You're done. Have enough self-control so that you don't just lose your temper in a self-defense situation, that you can think and you can respond appropriately. But there's also self-control in terms of how you control yourself in other areas of your life, like your eating, your drinking, your physical fitness, and your rest. You don't want to eat so much or drink so much or ingest so many drugs or be so tired from either working out or running yourself ragged and not taking the time to work out that you can't defend yourself if you need to. Alcohol slows down reflexes. Food can make you so unhealthy that when it comes time for you to have to use your techniques, you have a heart attack because your body can't handle the shock of the self-defense situation. I mentioned something about that in perseverance. But that also ties into self-control. You also have to have enough self-control so that you don't need to have everybody's approval. And what I mean by that is, once you get out of elementary school, you have to pick and choose who you're going to hang around. You're not going to be able to hang out with everybody. You have to have enough self-control that you will keep yourself away from people who like getting into fights, who like committing crimes, and who are going to do nothing but put you in situations where you're going to have to use the Taekwondo, the Judo, the boxing, or whatever it is that you do, that you're going to have to use it on someone just to keep people off of you, just to keep people from bothering you. You got to have self-control in that avenue too. Really, when you think about it, all self-control is moderation. The Bible says to be moderate in all things. So if you don't want to take it from a religious standpoint, which I'm sure a lot of people don't, just think of self-control as controlling your behavior, controlling your emotions, controlling your fear, controlling your anger. And I'm not perfect at this. I don't know anyone who has perfect self-control. I know some people who have pretty good self-control, excellent self-control, or they may have excellent self-control in most areas of their life, but they have an Achilles heel somewhere. And, we all do because we're human beings. But as far as self-defense, self-control just means to be appropriate. I'm not saying if somebody jumps out you from an alley, and it's an axe-wielding sociopath that's trying to chop your head off, that you take that time to try to talk to the person and reason with the person. No, you can take the axe-wielding psychopath down if you have to. If you have to kill the axe-wielding psychopath to keep from killing you, then you're going to have to do that. I would say that self-control would be for you to not become the knife-wielding psychopath. So take control of your health. Whatever medications you're on, for whatever conditions you have, take those. Follow your diets that your doctors give you. Exercise like you're supposed to. Control your anger, control your fear, control your aggression. Self-control, hey, I need to work on it. I don't know anyone who doesn't need to work on it, but it's a good goal to have. And I have noticed, and I must admit, that the more self-control I have, the easier things are in life. So just take that with a grain of salt.